What's up, everybody? This is Quamiir Trice YouTube channel. We're doing an interview today right here in front of the Rhythm of Nutrition. It's one of the staples in the community. If you come up Somerville, what would you call this area actually?
This area is Somerville. This area is right off of Worcester and Stanton, right down the street from the historic Martin Luther King High School.
So we have OG Bus with us today.
For sure. You can follow me on YouTube. What's that? Hashtag OG Bus on YouTube, and you can follow me on Instagram, Second Running Fitness.
Right. So OG Bus, one of them old heads that I grew up under. Learned a lot from this man sitting right here. He even gave me a lot of mercy growing up, I would like to say. Like, I was thinking about a story last night where he always was like one of them old heads that look out for you. So you'll go up to him, ask him if he got $1, like something like that. And he always let me know, like, he knew my pop. So that was another real, strong reason why I wanted to build a relationship with him and just kind of see where his perspective was. And long story short, I remember one day in particular, I'm pretty sure you remember. I walked up to him like, yo, C-Bus, let me get $1, right? I asked him specifically for $1, like this is what I remember. And he pulled out some jingles. He was like, yo, I got some change, like, yeah, he was trying to make $1 for me and some change. And I ain't gonna lie, man, I regret it, but it was funny. I smacked the change out of his hand, like, man, I ain't asking no change.
Hey, listen, it was so crazy, like, it was disrespectful, but it was humorous at the same time. Like, I couldn't do nothing but laugh.
I'm sure
like,
you laughed about
he smacked my hand with no change. He smacked the change out my hand. I couldn't do nothing. Like, he caught me so off guard, I ain't do nothing but crack up.
Right. So long story short, man, he gave me some real fatherly love because he courted me. He wasn't as in shape as he is now, but back then he still was fast enough to catch me. He courted me. He gave me some real, fatherly discipline. Like, man, I don't care what I got to give you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, always be grateful. And I'll never forget that moment. And he also, brought me in whenever he was around other men and let them teach me. He's like, man, make sure you go around and shake everybody's hand. I'll never forget that. Like, powerful stuff. Being as though I didn't have my dad in my life. You know what I mean? I'm kind of wondering, did you have your dad in your life to learn those things?
No, I didn't have my dad in my life. For the most part, I learned everything in the street.
Right.
You know what I mean? I had my mom in my life up until I was about 12, and then I went to go live with my grandmother. But my mom was still around. But she was more caught up in what she was doing in respects to just trying to find her way.
Right.
You know what I mean? She was working hard, and I was being pretty much a distraction. Right. You know what I mean? She was in college. She was going to school. You know what I mean? And I was the kid that was crying out. I don't know what I was crying out for.
Right.
But I would always be bad in school and stuff like that. And I knew who my dad was. And I would go to little corners. He would hang on a specific corner, and I would go to the corner and just watch him.
Right.
Just look at him. Like, damn, that's my dad.
Scouting your dad.
Scouting my dad. You know what I mean? And then if he would look at me, I would just hurry up and just walk away real quick.
Why? What was that all about? Like, where were you going?
I think it was more of a fear than anything. You know what I mean? Sometimes our parents unconsciously put fear in us for the other parent. Like, my mom never talked like bad about my dad.
Right.
She just told me the truth. You know what I'm saying? She will always say things like, well, when you get older, you'll learn. You'll know. I'm not going to say nothing bad about him, but when you get older, so if you telling me that, that's basically saying something bad. Let me know, like, no, your dad ain't really shit.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Right. Instead of letting you go out and experience all of that for yourself, right? Would you rather her, just give you that leeway to be like, you know what, that's y'all relationship, and let y'all kind of mend that relationship versus her having some influence over you?
Well, I'm glad she did it the way she did it.
Okay.
Because she was trying to protect her sanity as well.
Right.
Because, I don't know, I'm not going to put her personal business out there, but at the same time, going through what she was going through at the time and still trying to save face and be a parent.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's kind of like that can be difficult at times. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
That can be difficult at times. And then you don't want to talk that bad about the other parent.
Right.
but you know the other parent really ain't. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I appreciate the way she did it. You know what I'm saying? And let me. I really looked up to my dad at one point. You know what I'm saying? Until I got to really.
In what way did you look up to him?
In a negative way.
Okay.
Because, like, my dad was in the street, and I was in the street. So I used to get all the street stories and the jail stories.
Right.
Like I used to get them. My dad was like one of them guys that would like take the basketball in jail and say, "Can't nobody play basketball?" Like I've done that. You know what I'm saying? Like so, I used to emulate some of the things he used to do.
Did you think that's what he wanted you to do? You ever have a conversation with him about that?
No, I never talked to him about it.
Because I remember having a conversation with my dad, right? And this kind of changed my life when I got locked up and I was sent to St. Gabe's. Most people know that. If you follow my story, you know that. In St. Gabe's, I was writing a letter to my dad. I was cussing him out like, man, can't really respect you that much because you wasn't here for me, right? Like, and I got straight to the bottom of it. But I gave him an opportunity to respond. And he gave me that real tough love that I needed. He was like, man, you know, I respect where you're coming from, right? I'll never be able to look you in the eye. I mean, I'll never be able to say that, I didn't play a part in, you know, some of the things that you made mistakes on. And he took ownership for that, but he also corrected me. He was like, man, at the end of the day, you know, you're my son, so watch your mouth, right? He got straight to the bottom of that. We ain't gonna be doing all this cussing back and forth. Watch your mouth. And then two, he was like, you know, I still want you to understand, like, I would never want you to ever try to emulate what I had, what I was doing when I was out there, right? Like, don't even feel like you gotta hold up that reputation, because, you know, I heard stories about my dad too. And I wanted to hold that reputation up. Like, I was the only man in the house. I felt like my sister was older than me, but she couldn't take on that responsibility. So I felt like it was my duty. But he got that right out the way and let me know, like, man, I want the complete opposite. So when I asked you that question, I was only wondering because, you know what I mean, like, that influenced me. Like, that gave me the confidence to look at my peers and be like, I don't care what none of y'all saying. Like, y'all can say what y'all want to say. Y'all can laugh. Y'all can joke. Like, I know what really mattered to me. Like, my little brother out there, you know what I mean, he need me. My pop, he respect, you know, the man I'm becoming. Like, I don't really got too much else to worry about. My grandma, I'm happy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm doing this for a bigger reason now. So yeah, like that approval from your pop, I think it go a long way.
Well, you know, my dad, the way he used to, like, the way his approval was based on he didn't say anything. You know what I'm saying? So I took it as it was okay to do.
Right.
Me and my dad was locked up together twice. What a lot of people don't know, we was locked up together twice, and not together for the same charges, but we just so happened to be in a facility together. And you know, it was times I went a whole year. I used to walk right by my dad like he was a stranger. You know what I mean? That's what type of relationship we had. The trauma, right? Exactly. You know, he tried to act like a dad at one time, and no, I'm too deep in for you to act like a dad. If anything, you need to be an old head, a friend. You know what I'm saying? Give me some game for the lifestyle that I'm currently in, because I'm not turning back. I'm too deep in. You know what I'm saying? So me and him, we never really seen eye to eye. And unfortunately, he got killed.
Right.
And even before he got killed, my last conversation with him was, and I told him, I said, I'm living my life a little different, and I suggest you do the same. And I let him know, like, some of the things that you running around here doing, I don't agree with. And if that stuff catch up with you, know that my hands are tied, and I wash my hands with you. He said it caught up with it. You know, I had to respect it for what it was, and I just got away from it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Instead of running around with my head chopped off like my dad, what happened? Who did? Who?
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I just let it. I just accepted God's decree.
Right.
And just let it be. You know what I mean?
So it started seeking your own peace, and you're a father, so you know that, you know, your legacy means something now, right?
Yeah.
What does that mean to you, being a father?
Being a father, it's like being a father. It's everything. That's. I don't know, like, if I wasn't a father.
Hold on, my fault. You was even a father when I remember, like, growing up. I remember you came to Ada Lewis one time.
Right.
And I don't know if that was like your real daughter, but at the time.